And can you hear me? Let me know down below if you can hear me, because then we got 50% of this little show going. Cryptocurrency portfolio, the first show or the first update of 2023. And the only reason that you are here is because of my past performance, right? You remember now, I think that we are going into the third cycle. But just in case you're new to this channel, well, then look at the past performance. In case you've already been here, well, let me say, you're just a lion. One of them sexy looking lions. So, what did we do prior to this third cycle? Well, we did announce that we bought Polkadot at $2.49. We also did announce that we sold it at 37, generated 1,389%. We did the same, not the same, but we did with Uniswap, similar. We announced when we bought $3.91, and we did share when we sold. Remember, I own nothing, right? It's all for Betty. I just do Betty's work, and she pays me a little bit once in a while. LivePeer, we did the same. We did announce on March the 16th, 2021, that we bought LivePeer at $6.40. And we also did announce when we sold at $76.28 the same year. Netted us in 1,088%. Currently, however, LivePeer is trading at $7. Let's just go here. Polkadot, so I was talking a lot. So first time we got in at $2.46. We then sold at 37, now it's $6. Uniswap, first time we entered $3.91, sold at 40, now it's at 6. So everything is a little bit slightly higher, but not all across the board. VeChain, we also announced when we bought at 15 mini cent, and when we sold at 22 big cent. Currently, slightly above when we entered the first time, generating us 1,366%. We did Kusama. There we bought late. I love Kusama. I was just too late. But we bought at $35, sold at $530. I got to give lots of love, lots of respect to Chico, because he told me to buy Kusama at $7. But you know who's stupid? Doesn't make a lot of money. Anyway, we're still lucky to make 1,414%. Currently, Kusama is lower than when we entered back in the day. Chainlink, we only made 339%. We bought at $10, way too late. Sold at 47. Currently, Chainlink is trading around $7. But the absolute profit generator of 2022 was Metis DAO. And I did announce in a video, this would be the secret coin of the year. We bought at $5.75. We sold 240. I have to say we averaged out, but it netted us, Betty, around 4,000%. Currently trading at $32. Anyway, what an introduction. So what are we going to talk about today? Today I want to give you an intro to, because it's 2023, Web 3.0. And, I think that it's a good point. We're going to start the year off. Hopefully 2023 is going to be different than 2022. So as you have seen, slowly we are launching videos where because I like, one thing is how I trade, but the other thing is so that some of you can actually follow. And in the contrary to some of these other channels, basically all channels, no one says, I entered now and I bought here and sold there. They don't do it as we do it. And I would like to get some recognition. Not really. No, but I like to, keep track of that. So, in case you're new, you can start following. But just remember, this is not financial advice at all. And I could be dead wrong for the third cycle. Anyway, I think it's time to start. And, I think it goes a little something like this. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps, Cryptocurrency Portfolio Update, the first edition in 2023. In case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, do me a favor. Hit like, smash, subscribe so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, so that you can protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. Yeah, increase your wealth. I think that's the way it goes. My name is Nico Arachi, and I am number 1. Yeah. Anyway, let's do first things first. And even though we're going to talk about a portfolio update, we still need to have a look at the current market manipulation. There we go. So what are we looking at? We are seeing Bitcoin at 23,000 down 1.15%. We're seeing Ethereum down 1.4%. And we are seeing Cardano at 38 cents on the dollar down 1.2%. And we got DOT down 4%, a little higher. I always like to point, and we're looking at the 15-minute charts here. And I always like to, point this out and share it in one picture here, because the correlation within the cryptocurrency industry is highly, highly correlated. The correlation is highly correlated. It's almost, close to 1, which means that it probably is manipulated. And that is why I always try to, my point of view, guide you through. I think the cryptocurrency industry still, it's less about earnings. It's still less about, identifying the real good. No, of course, it's all about identifying the good coins, but I still think it's being manipulated from the top above. But anyway, it is our duty, it is our mission to identify the quality points. Yeah, before we move on, we have to look, because as you know, I've become a technical genius here in the past year. And we always like to look at the 1-week chart with the 7-day moving average. And so far, it hasn't really proven us wrong, so we have seen, we have really taken off. Is it a dead cat bounce, or bull trap or bear trap or whatever? I don't know. I think at least, I don't know. Maybe we are gonna go down and see the 12,000, but being able to position yourself currently in a market where we are between 50 to 90% below all-time highs, I don't think you can go really, really wrong. I don't think so. But of course, what a ride it's been, right? We went from 15 all the way. We're currently at 23. And as long as we are, staying above for the short-term traders, as long as we are above the 7-day moving average, I think things looking positive. I do think that crypto has put its bear trend, let's say, behind. And Ethereum looks pretty much the same. And so let's move on. See, is anybody here who wants to have a little chit chat? Actually, the chit chat part is my favorite. Time to chit chat. Well, it's a different time that I'm doing this today, and it's funny, just because I'm doing this on a different time, I'm a little nervous. I like my night time, and it also feels wrong to have a Bahama Mama at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, right? So who is here? I can see we don't have so many, but I can see Sandra is here. Lots of love to you. We got Vex friend, my good friend, Trevor Pitt. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you, man, so much. You have changed my life. Well, you changed my life just by being here, giving them lots of confidence. And of course, my favorite, Chaotic Rage. And Chaotic Rage, you gotta tell me what's I was so wrong with the geopolitical, war about, I still think maybe the war could go in nothing, but now it seems that they're sending 12 tanks here, 14 tanks here. Anyway, let me know if you have any thoughts on that. Yeah. And then we got Colin McDonald. Good to see you. So how many we got here? How many viewers do we have? We have got 21. I am the littlest channel on the interweb. Anyway, I'm happy to see all of you. Thank you for coming. And let's see in the future if we can change to this time. The reason why I'm streaming today at this time is because I'm still back in Ukraine, and we only got electricity 8 hours a day. So electricity, you see, 8 hours a day divided over 24 hours doesn't give a lot of time. So we gotta hurry. Anyway, let's see. So Who is he? I'm just seeing someone. Salona Puri, you new. Good to see you. And we got Hanvita Pal Singh. Tell something about Holochain. Today, today I'm not going to say anything about Holochain. I know too little, and we got lots of things to go through. There's a lot. There's lots and lots and lots to go through. So let's start. Thomas K, good to see you. So let's go, because we got to do. What I do like about 2023, Web 3.0, it kind of like everything comes back together. Nobody needed 2022. Nobody needed 2022. The Web 3.0 is the future of finance. And I want to, because it's the first cryptocurrency portfolio update of this year, I am going to also give you a little bit of an educational intro to the Web 3.0. But before we do that, of course, when you follow this channel, what I've always been a big believer in is quality over quantity. That will change. Quality over quantity will change once that the market has really turned around. Once we get retail investors back in, and they're gonna chase all those IGOs, initial gaming offering, initial coin offerings, then we are certainly gonna chase quantity over quality. But we have been doing this quality over quantity for quite a while. I would say over 16 months now. Also, since, time flies, right? But since 2022 in the beginning, we have been looking for undervalued coins. And I think now, I say, when we started making this slide, it was minus 50. Now we are looking at all the coins we're entering into is really between 80 to 94% discount from the previous all-time highs. Now, don't get illusioned. Don't be disillusioned. It's not sure that all coins will go back to the previous all-time highs. Some of the coins are never even gonna go 10% above from where they are now. But I think that quality coins, not only are they gonna go back to the all-time highs, I think they're gonna triple their all-time highs. That's what I think. Anyway, I like to try to identify market leaders, also identify new trends, and the way that I invest for Kitty is by averaging in and averaging out. Just remember, everything I say and do here is not financial advice. When it comes down to it, I don't know shit about crypto. I think it's fair to say that the Web 3.0 is really becoming, or at least, between you and me, becoming the word that we're all getting used to, right? Mass adoption, I don't know, at least mass, the mass of the people, they must have heard by now about the Web 3.0. So what is really the Web 3.0? Because it can be difficult. Well, it's not so difficult. It's like an Excel sheet, right? So it's like a public Excel sheet, which they call a public network built on a distributed ledger technology. You could call the ledger actually just like an Excel sheet. So it's a public network built on distributed ledger technology and a semantic architecture to enable decentralization, personalization, immersiveness, I can say that word, and a token-driven economy. So what does that all mean here, right? So what is it that makes the Web 3.0 so unique? Well, it's because in the heart of the whole, we got the Web 3.0, and then we got all these other things like peer-to-peer networks, enhanced connectivity, meaning that it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you're always connected. And let me give you a good example. What the best thing would be. It can be that it doesn't matter where you travel in the world, you have a credit card, you will instantly deduct your money, and they will know where you are, and they will be able to trade, to go back to your own bank account. It's a lot of what we're doing already. It's just that everything we do on separate websites, on separate applications, it's basically going to be much more streamlined. I don't want to talk too much about all this because this will then take the entire stream. The Web 3.0 is nothing else than the evolution of the internet. Remember, we got the internet 1.0, 2.0. I'm also not going to specify too much because that would be boring here. But the Web 3.0 is basically just the internet 3.0, where you will be able, basically what it is that you can do your financial transactions and you will have your identity. Your identity will be digital and it will be on the blockchain. So that everything you do, everything you don't do, or, don't want anyone to know that you do, anyway, it will be stored on the blockchain. So just think about that for a second, right? Digital identity. Well, that goes without saying, right? You need your digital identity, face recognition, or however they're going to do that. But then everything you do or you don't do, everything you think or you perhaps would think is going to be stored on the blockchain. Well, that sounds like we need an awful lot of storage, right? So that is why that cloud-based, decentralized cloud-based storage is really going to take off, and also digital identity on the blockchain. Yeah, that's a brief introduction to the Web 3.0. And what are the main? Let me just move on here. That was sorry. I like to point this out also because many people, I think they're overly bearish at the moment. And especially not only overly bearish when it comes to crypto, but I think that they have also, especially in the last 6 months, they've tried to compare the crypto market with the traditional market. Now, the US stock market has 40 trillion in market cap. The US bond market has 46 trillion. Now, when I put crypto market, right, the crypto market is global. So we are comparing a global crypto market, the future of finance that's being built right in front of our eyes and is being built on the blockchain, of 1 trillion compared now only to the US of, if we put these together, the stock market and the bond market, we're at 86 trillion. I mean, if everything is going to, it's a transition from traditional to digital, right? So that means that everything that is already in the traditional market has to migrate onto the blockchain. So I don't know, for me, it doesn't matter how you look at it. I do think that we're going to see an implosion in the traditional markets, but I do think that it's going to be, that's when we're going to see a decoupling and all this correlation talk that the crypto market is in line and correlating with the traditional markets. I don't believe that. But hey, I'm the only one saying that, so I could be awfully wrong. Again, I've pointed this out a lot, but I do think it's important. The historical corrections of the last two at least. We have seen from 2013 to 2015, we saw 14 months of correction, right? So we had a high in 2013 at 1163. It took 14 months, which were in line with 85% drop from the all-time high at that time down to 164. So what I'm saying is from 2013, it took 14 months to go to its low. Now in 2017, we saw the high of Bitcoin of 90, almost 20,000. And then we had a decline that lasted 12 months, 83%, until we reached 3,190 in December 2018. So I made this slide a long time ago, right? I predicted that we would see Bitcoin hitting 12,000 by December 2022. Now we're almost in February, which, so we are way beyond. I mean, this would have been, if we're still going to go down and see the 12,000, at least I'm going to say that my prediction, I predicted 12 by December 2022. Now, maybe we are going to see 12,000 by February or March 2023, but I would still be wrong then. You see, but it also doesn't matter because, at the time when I predicted we're going to hit 12, we were at 40 something. But just to take into consideration that the first correction here in 2013, 85%, and 83%, and this time we came down 77%. The reason why I predicted 12,000 was because I thought, 81% and the time, right, it matched out. But again, it is, I simply think it's impossible to buy at the ultimate low, as it is impossible to sell at the ultimate high. You can do it once or twice, but this, I mean, if you want to be a professional investor and live off of it, like I do, or at least Betty, then you're very happy if you can just take the majority of the trend. So let's move in. That's why I'm saying timing the market is a bitch. It's very difficult to time the market, but it also depends. I'm not a day trader. I'm not a week trader. I'm a month trader, investor, you could say, over many months. And then it doesn't really matter. Does it really matter to me if I'm going to get Bitcoin at 15,000 or 12,000 if I anyway think it's going to go to 100 or 200,000? No, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that really matters is that you don't buy high and sell low, right? But the fact that you are here already goes to show that you're going to buy low and sell high. Congratulations. Lots of love to you. It takes discipline, knowledge, and wisdom, experience, and you have to be unemotional. It is so important. And this slide is probably the most important. No, the last, timing the market, and this slide, it is the most important if you want to be a professional investor. And what is a professional investor? Professional investor is somebody who can put everything else in life behind you. Like me. I only got to run this YouTube channel, but I do this because I love you. Because we earned $5,000 since we started. $5,000. Imagine that over almost 2 years. Anyway, you need to have discipline. More discipline than you have ever imagined. And you see, being a good investor, I like to knowledge, wisdom. Why do I point out wisdom? Wisdom usually comes over time, right? The older we get, the smarter we are. That's just a fact. So there are certain things you can educate yourself, but really wisdom in combination with experience is only time that can give you that. So if you're very young or you're very new to this, you need to, I would advise that you really find some old fellas and listen to them and take that into account. Wisdom, experience, only in combination with time. It just takes time to be a good investor because your emotions, that's the last thing, your emotions will always tell you to do the opposite of what you're supposed to do when you are an investor. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And this thing about building up love to a certain coin or protocol, no. It's almost the same like if you love some lady, right? You love her so much and all she's going to do is hurt you, right? You got to keep your emotions in a box, composed. No emotions when it comes to investing. We do cryptocurrencies, staking, farming, stable coins. And on the side, I also have some precious metals because I do believe due to the geopolitical scenario that we're going to see some, I don't know, could see World War III just around the corner. Who knows? You got to focus on two. I like to subdivide it into the blockchain infrastructure. What is blockchain infrastructure? Well, that is all the technology that is actually behind the Web 3.0, right? That is providing, obviously, the base layer. The base layer is Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, Algorand, Solana. And then on top of the base layer, you need the infrastructure, right? So that it operates. And that could be the oracles. It could be the data computation. It could be, there's some more there. Cloud storage and digital identity, right? Blockchain infrastructure is important. And I think there, we kind of already are able to identify the ultimate leaders of tomorrow. But then, and this is why it's a little bit bigger, the traditional industries on the blockchain, and this will be in form of applications mostly. You see, the blockchain infrastructure, the Web 3.0 is basically just yeah, it's an infrastructure that will provide the infrastructure for traditional industries to migrate onto the blockchain via, as they like to call them, dApps or apps, decentralized applications or applications. And then these are the traditional industries that will migrate. So we have to focus more and more on the big traditional industries, or new industries for that matter, that are going to migrate onto the blockchain. The asset allocation looks, I have to say, this slide is more for indication. Not so many stable coins anymore. I think we are down to around 15%. And the rest is in altcoins and a little bit of gold and silver. Real estate I don't take into consideration. These are the protocols that I like, or that we have always been devoted to. Ethereum, I do believe that the future of finance is being built in front of our eyes, is being built on the blockchain, and is primarily being built on Ethereum. I don't think that there's any doubt about that. And I also think that all the CBDCs that's going to be launched are going to be in some way very compatible, interoperable with Ethereum. So, guys, I just need a quick Bahama Mama moment. Bahama Mama. There we go. We also like the Binance universe. And, of course, Polkadot and Kusama. And a little bit Solana. I have to say Solana is the ecosystem that we are the least exposed to. You can never get away completely. We use centralized exchanges. We do that because, sometimes they just provide more liquidity, a better price. But the centralized exchanges that we have been using, never used FTX, never. We use Kraken, we use Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, and Huobi. And it is basic. Actually, Binance should maybe be on top. So number one, Binance, second, Kraken, and then KuCoin and that. But whenever I go in and we trade there, make sure to take your coins and put them into your ledger. Decentralized exchanges, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, NetSwap, Radium, Joe. I don't have Joe here, that's on Algorand, but there are some good decentralized exchanges, of course, and these are the ones that we use. But remember always to take your coins and put them into, I use Ledger, many ledgers, and that's where I have the feeling that my coins are my coins, or Betty's coins are Betty's coins. So here on the left, we got the base layers, right? The protocols, Ethereum, Polkadot, Kusama, Cardano, Binance, Algorand, Solana, in those that we invest in. And even though I have Solana here, we don't invest a lot in Solana. Actually, we have invested into Radium, into the DeFi token there. But every base layer will need an infrastructure layer, and then, as I said, migrating, being able to get the traditional industries to migrate onto their base layer. Now here on the left, we have Ethereum, and it could also be Solana, Polkadot, it could be Cardano, anything, right? So we've got the blockchain infrastructure, base layer, Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano. And then on top of that, no, not on top, a part of the infrastructure, right, is decentralized storage. So these coins here, every coin that I will mention today are coins that we are holding. So, I mean, that's important. When we do the streams and so on, we can talk about many coins, but today, these are the coins that I believe. One more time. There we go. So Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, decentralized storage, Filecoin, Seercoin, Aave, for example, but these are just examples. So this is an example of what it can base layers, the decentralized storage, data, the graph, and Oracle, Chainlink, and digital identity litentry. I actually think that all of them they're all really, quality over quantity, and really, I think, market leaders of tomorrow. I mean, we have to still see with litentry, but I think that litentry has a huge opportunity, especially also within the Polkadot ecosystem, as they are one of the only digital identity tokens, really, compared a little bit to Kilt, but I think they have huge potential. So Yeah, that's why I put them there. Then when it goes to traditional industries, and this is where perhaps it could become a little bit more interesting. I know, so traditional industries, yeah, what is it? It's banking, right? It's finance, right? So here I put in decentralized exchanges and lending protocols. Actually, they belong more into the new world of Web 3.0, but it is a traditional industry. We're not going to see a lot of traditional players. You're not going to see Bank of America. You're not going to see Deutsche Bank. You're not going to see Commerzbank. And thank God for that. Be a part of the future of finance. So I think the ultimate decentralized exchange is Uniswap, right? And then we got lending protocols and liquidity providers. I've always said Aave Curve, Compound, Synthetics. I think they've done extreme, and also they have been really the first to take off. So yeah, what can I say? Good on me, good on you. I still think they're the true market leaders of tomorrow. Supply chain management is actually maybe not really a traditional. It is a traditional industry, but being able to identify the true market leaders of tomorrow, and I think that's Origin Trail, and I think it's Unibright. Very optimistic. Energy, and here's one coin that you really, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. This is the coin that you do go and buy. Do you hear me now? Energy Web Token. I mean, we've been talking about it a long time. That is going to be the coin of 2023. Anyway, so Power Ledger, I also like that. Love it. I mean, I love all of the coins. This was just like a little highlight. Gaming is obviously also, going to emerge. And we have done a lot there. We'll talk about that later. But I still love Engine on the wall. Gala really seems to be taking off. And Decentraland. Insurance, I also there. I think, it's amazing that now that it is confirmed, basically, I think it's without a doubt that we are seeing that the future of finance or everything is going to be a part or built in of the Web 3.0, right? So, you got to look at the protocols that's already been here, have already established themselves, already have the technology and the know-how, how to operate on the blockchain. And I think EtherRisk and InsureAce, they have very good opportunities. Here is so also a view, so you can maybe some of them I didn't really talk about. This is what we are, what Betsy is holding. So we hold many more than that. And the thing is, I'm also, because being a crypto investor for so many years, some coins that we bought a long time ago, I just don't want to sell, but I also don't, for Betsy, but I also don't want to, make them talk about them on CryptoCurrency portfolio. So here are, these are the top holdings. Yeah, you can see them there. And yeah, let's just have a quick see if somebody is, I like to go to the chit chat in between. Actually, let's take a time out for a giveaway. We're giving away 50 BUSD. All you gotta have is a wallet, compatible wallet with BUSD. So please look at the link below, and I think all you gotta do is give some likes and subscribes, and remember to send grandma a Christmas card, and then you are eligible to participate. And since we are the littlest crypto channel on the interweb, you got good chances of winning. And the winner will be announced exactly in 1 week, on Friday. So let me see, who is anybody here before we move on? There's not, so let me just see here. Okay, Ocean Protocol. Okay, no, you know what, guys? I will finish this because we won't remember the electricity here in Ukraine is out soon. So let's just finish this and see if there's some questions. I don't want to go through there. Polkadot, I do want to talk about Polkadot, and we'll make a Polkadot stream here tomorrow. Polkadot update. These are the coins that we're really focusing on in the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem. So we are holding Akala, we're holding Moonbeam, we're holding Astar. We're holding Litentry, Trust Network, and then you can see here down below Parallel Finance. I mean, the Parallel Finance, I gotta be honest, I would not put that as my number one. I would, but yeah, and then Kylan. Well, we have a big position in Kylan, but let's see. But especially if you're new to crypto, then I think Akala, Moonbeam, and Astar would probably be where I would advise, even though financial advice, and you know that. When it comes to Kusama, yeah, well, they are obviously Karura, Moonriver, Sheeten. There I Kilt. We like Kilt, actually. I don't even know. We hold Kilt and Kilt and Alt Air and Crossed Shadow. So I have to say, I don't know why we forgot that Centrifuge is missing here. I'm a big believer in Centrifuge. It's a protocol in combination with Aave, where they are tokenizing real-world assets onto the blockchain. Then, in case you probably know or didn't know, but we did do also. We were very engaged in the shit coins, but the real shit coins, and that was the initial gaming offering. And what did we do there? Well, we participated through the Launchpad's Firebird. And just recently, actually in September, we invested $10,000 at 11 cents, and we are in the highest tier, which is Phoenix. And currently, I think that the Firebird is actually below the 11 cents, so it could be cheaper to enter. But what do I know if that's going to be the platform for gaming coins? Also, Gamify, there we also re-entered here 3 months ago, and we bought at $9 and we invested $5,000, and we are in the highest tier. But should Gamify go to its previous all-time high, that means that $5,000 would could potentially turn out to be 182,000. And with Firebird investment 10,000 here 3 months ago, and if it's going to reach its previous all-time high, 251,000. However, this is really, 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 really risky. Really risky. Because there's a very high chance that these gaming, let's say, launch pads are not going to make it to the next cycle. And I will show you why. Because I wanna share with you our gaming portfolio, where you can see that how bad it actually was. Let's just see here. So you can see here, these were all we made a killing. We made a killing in just buying Red Kite and Gamify and Seedify and so on. But if you actually look at the portfolio, because we're still holding them, so we made a lot of money just by participating in the launch pads. So Blocktopia is the only one that is still up 7,900%. That's great. But you can see Loxy's down 79%, 14%, Dark Frontiers, PathDAO down 27%, ShopNext down 8%, 79 Planet Sandbox, Sinverse 64. I mean, I'm not going to mention though, because there are many, 82% down, 96, 80. I mean, you can buy them so much cheaper than what we did at the initial offering. I mean, it's all ridiculous. I'm holding them, I'm keeping them, because the whole gaming participation was very profitable. ShoeFi is my special, is really my special thing. Who the fuck needs a virtual shoe in the metaverse? And that's why it's down 99%. And I don't think ShoeFi is ever gonna get anywhere. Anyway, that's it. I gotta hurry. So let's see, any questions, and then we gotta go. So here we go. What do you say? Ron Jeremy is here, my dear friend. How are you? Good to see you here. So if there's any questions, what do you say? What the video after the statement doesn't make sense. Okay, March 20. Okay, I don't know. I have to go back here. Kylan, when moon? Well, crypto rip. I mean, with Kylan, of course. It is difficult. When is anything or everything going to moon? It also depends. I think we have to see, and I will I will make a stream tomorrow about the Polkadot ecosystem. But I think when it's going to moon is simple. If you follow the live streams, it will moon once we have a complete global infrastructure and rollout of the central bank digital currency. I still do believe that it's price. I still do believe that in order to get our market, the cryptocurrency market, the future of finance really going, is going to be correlated to the rollout of the central bank digital currency. What would be the... I like Ashed Hassan. That's a good question. That is such a good question. What will be the next narrative of 2023? And I think I actually answered that once before, because I'm a big fan of Ivan on Tech. I'm a big fan of Ivan on Tech. And Ivan on Tech, he also very much specific. I love Ivan. I fucking love Ivan. He was the only guy I would do a collaboration with. I liked that in 2018 and 19, right? He was very spot on when he said that we were going to see, 20 and 21 was actually the explosion came through DeFi, right? It was through DeFi. It was actually that people accepted and understood that decentralized or, finance can migrate onto the blockchain. You see, I don't think, and this is why a few months back, Ivan, he was also questioning exactly what the narrative. He was like, we need a new technological narrative in order to kickstart this rally. And I even said, a few months back, my answer was, I think he's wrong. I think that I don't think we're going to see a technological narrative kickstart the new cycle. I think it has more to do with regulation and the implementation and the rollout of the CBDC. I know it's so boring and nobody wants to hear it, but we're here to make money. And I think it's really CBDC. It's because the CBDC and the infrastructure of the Web 3.0, once that is in place, that's the narrative that will be pushed on the people. Crypto Rip, are you still bullish on Umbrella? To be honest, I don't know, Umbrella, and I never mentioned Umbrella on cryptocurrency portfolio updates streams, because Umbrella was never a quality coin. It was a risk, and we are still staking them. I would know. It's like, from the last cycle, some leftover. Is it going to potentially do something? It would be great. If not, then not. But I would not. No, I'm not bullish per se. Kusama's NFT platform, the most advanced. So what do you say, Trevor? Here, what are your thoughts on RMR market token, Polkadot, and Kusama NFT? We will talk about that tomorrow. Good question. I don't know today, and we will talk about it tomorrow. That was a good way of saying, just like wait until tomorrow. Wait. So I like it. Polkadot tomorrow at the same time. And I thank you so much for being here. And take care. Stay strong. And there's not so much to say, actually. I think we are entering, even if we were going to go lower. Remember, being here now, where you are seeing macro, fundamentally, globally, WEF, the European Central Bank, the Bank for International Settlements, everyone talking about the implementation, everyone talking about the blockchain. We might not get the decentralization that we expected. I never expected that. But we are a part of the evolution, the financial evolution, where we are migrating from the Web the internet 2.0, where we are seeing the biggest financial move, we're going to make a lot of money. You are going to make a lot of money. So don't forget, you are number one. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow, and I love you, and that's not...
You know who has a plan B? The people that lose. That's a fact. The people who go all in, the people who burn the ships and leave themselves no other option but success. Those people are dedicating all their skills, all their resources, all their energy into producing a specific outcome. And if you're competing against someone who's going all in with every resource they have, and you're only going half in because you're half in and you're half out, guess what? You're gonna lose. So you guys out there with your plan B mentality, you need to take that and set it on fire, because all it's gonna get you is more of what you already have. Every single person that wins big, every single person that you look at, every single person that you're inspired by, every single person that you aspire to be like, they only have one plan, and that is they are gonna win or they are gonna die trying. All these people out there talking about, oh, well, if that doesn't work out, I'll just go back to this. Whatever this is, which happens to be their miserable life they have now, those people always lose.
What's the most important key to success? I think it's hunger. It's not getting satisfied. What matters is hunger. A hunger that doesn't go, a hunger to learn, a hunger to grow, a hunger to serve, a hunger to give, a hunger to create breakthroughs.
Every single day of my life, I feel like giving 100. Somebody said yesterday, E.T., you gave 120. What you gonna do tomorrow? I said, I don't know. Give 140. But I don't have days where I don't feel like it. Why? Because I'm counting on me. My wife's counting on me. My son's counting on me. I don't have days to wait.
You gotta talk like you got power even when you've been through shame. You gotta talk like you got power even when you've made mistakes. You gotta talk like you're getting up even though your bones are still in the valley. You gotta talk like you're going somewhere.
You have to take the hand you've been dealt and make the most of it. Nothing that's happened to you has stopped your destiny. Don't let one bad break, one injustice, one difficult season cause you to be sour. When we go through loss, things we don't understand, that victim mentality will always come knocking at the door. Instead of having a victim mentality, switch over to a victor mentality. That bad break is not how your story ends. The loss, the sickness, the injustice is not going to limit the rest of your life. You didn't like it, but what you can't see is it set you up for double.